Hi Virgo, welcome or welcome back to my channel. We're doing things a little bit differently this week where I am actually doing a no contact situation between you and your person. We have your energies on the left, we have your person's energies on the right, and we have the actual truth or what's going on in the situation for real in the middle. So your energies towards your person, your feelings is that you're extremely loyal to them. You still have very deep feelings for them, and you're wanting a commitment with this person. Like you just want a very healthy, balanced relationship with this person. With the full moon in Libra, we have a win-win outcome is forecast. So again, this is about wanting some sort of balance for the two of you. You want what's fair between the two of you. And you do have deep feelings for that, and you're hoping that's a connection, but you do just want what's fair. And then we have trust here. The situation is calling for you to have faith. And this is basically how you feel about the situation, is you're trying to like either trust the universe in some way and be like, okay, what's meant to be will be, and I just need to trust that. Or you want to basically get to a point where you can trust your person. Maybe you don't trust them anymore and you want to get to a place where you can trust them again. Then we have, sorry, let's actually go to theirs first. So we have chop wood as their feelings. So I feel like they are doing anything to avoid their feelings right now about you. They are just focusing on the daily tasks. They're focusing on their responsibilities, on their job, on what they need to get done, their to-do lists, that type of thing. They are actually quite avoidant, but they could have an avoidant personality type, so maybe that's something that you can look into. But it is also just about that they could feel like with you, they could see, you know, a healthy connection, but the connection would be more about like getting stuff done and like focus on the more practical things than it is about love, if you know what I mean. Then we have the new moon eclipse, and it says expect powerful change. So what they want out of this connection is that they want to change whatever's going on between the two of you. They could want a very like a new beginning, but they do know that this is going to require some sort of work on their part. And maybe that is why like they haven't done anything about it yet, but they do want to change between the two of you. And then we have separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon. So they do feel like there is definitely some sort of ending between the two of you, and they know that this needs to continue for a little bit longer. I'm not too sure if this is forever or not. We'll get some clarifiers. Then we have the higher power, as this is the energy between the both of you. So you're both feeling that this is a very spiritual connection. You guys could be going through some sort of like dark night of the soul in some way, where you guys are awakening to like the universe, to God, to your higher self, like to whatever you believe in. Like you're becoming more spiritual, both of you are, and realizing the reason for this connection and the reason why it had to end was so that you guys could go through this spiritual awakening of some sort. And then we have your dreams need a practical plan, and it says full moon in Taurus. So what you guys are both dreaming about this coming back together in some way and wanting this to happen, but none of you guys are actually taking practical steps towards it. So basically this is about like the situation has ended, whatever's happened has ended, and now if this is what you want, you need to actually take the practical steps towards, or make a plan towards what it is that you guys need to do to be able to make this relationship work. And then we have free yourself, and it says it's time to take back control of your life. So both of you guys are wanting to free yourself from this connection, and that doesn't mean like to never be back together again. It could mean that, but it could also mean like you just want to, both of you just want to kind of like free yourself from the control that your feelings have over you about this other person. Like you don't want to be so trapped in your head and overthinking stuff because of how much you care about each other, if you know what I mean. So let's dive deeper into this. So first thing, Virgo, I'm going to get your feelings towards your person. So what are Virgo's feelings towards their person here? Okay, we have chasing, pursuit, toxicity, and resilience. you are very likely in a chaser energy. You could resonate with the twin flame because that's like the chaser runner type of thing. And at the bottom of the deck we have open heart, receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. So you definitely have an open heart towards this person. You want to like go back to them. You're showing them that. I do feel like you're showing them that. And you just want to be open about where you guys can go and try and heal the situation in some way. You're being very open and vulnerable with them as well. Let's get a clarifier on that. Let's just do a little shuffle here first. So can we clarify chasing? Okay, 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're investing your time, your effort, your finances if need be. Like you are wanting to invest in this connection and you're wanting to do whatever it takes to make it work, even if that does mean that you're getting a little bit impatient with the situation. Like you want to grow the situation between the two of you. You want to end the cycle of no contact and you want to feel whole and fulfilled and get back together. Okay, then let's see, what do you want out of this connection? We have breaking point, limit, final straw, and overwhelmed. So, and then at the bottom of the deck we have releasing, letting go, moving on, and walking away. So it could actually be maybe that you have gotten to the point where like you were chasing for so long, and maybe like you've grown to the point where you actually just like you're not feeling like this is going anywhere. So maybe it could be that you're actually giving up in some way. As much as you want this, as much as you want growth here, you just feel like I've put so much time and effort into this and it's still nothing's happened. So like why should I keep putting into this in some way? And what you want to happen is you could want some sort of closure between the two of you and to move on, or just to basically have this situation be done with. Like you don't want to feel the way that you're feeling right now, and you're basically like I feel like you would maybe prefer them to come back, but you're like at the point where you're like, you know what, maybe they're not good for me, maybe I should just give up in some way. Just clarify that. 7 of Wands. Yeah, so you do feel kind of like defensive in some way. You feel like whatever happened between the two of you was unfair, and you are definitely in this energy of wanting a fair outcome for the two of you. So you could just want what's fair for you both, what's fair for you in this situation, what's fair for them in this situation. 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So whether that is getting back together and being happy, or whether that is you like you know, it could be that you're trying to fight for this connection in some way, to like maybe you're at this point where you're like, okay, I'm gonna give this one last shot, like this is the final time that I'm gonna do this, and if it doesn't work, then like I'm gonna go find my soulmate elsewhere. But I do feel like for most of you it's actually like you guys are done. Like I don't have it in me. Like I'm not gonna let them get to my inner peace in any way. Like I'm ready to fight for my beliefs and like fight for what I believe is right, because I don't feel like they treated me very right or in a loving, caring way. So let's see, what is your person's feelings towards you? Foundation, established family and security. So they do feel like with you that they will, maybe you're the provider in some way, and they feel like that they will be secure with you. Maybe it's just the vibe that you give off that you are not the type of person who like is disloyal in some way, and you guys could have a family together, you could have children together in some way, and that they like, I just want my family back, but it could just be that, you know, that they see you as family, and with intimacy here, essential bonding and confiding, they do see you as someone that they're extremely close towards or with, and that they want to build a foundation with you going forward. They want to build on this intimacy that you guys have together. They feel like you guys had such a good like tight-knit bond together, and that they don't want to let that go. So let's see, what do they want out of this? Twin flames, mirroring, shared feelings and reflection. And then at the bottom of the deck we have shallow, hollow, empty, and boredom. They could be, you guys could be mirroring each other firstly, but they could be possibly a twin flame, or they just see you as a twin flame. But what they want out of the situation is, I feel like they're confused, because they like 1 minute they want you, and they like that when you pull back they want you, and when you give them everything then they're like, nah, I'm bored now, I've gotten what I wanted, so like I'm done now. And then they like mess up in some way, or they pull back, or they're like over it, because they're no longer chasing you. Okay, so let's see, what is the foundation here? Let's clarify this. Yeah, so we have the Emperor. They definitely see you as the provider, and they could want to provide for you. They want to like level up in some way to make this connection work, but they do feel like they want to take action towards like healing this connection in some way. Six of Cups, yeah, they definitely want to come back and sort this out with you. And okay, clarifying the twin flames, we have the Tower. Very explosive emotions. They definitely want to change. They want you both to let go of your egos in some way. Again, with the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, they definitely want change. But I feel like when they get this change, then they're like, okay, I've got it now. I've proven to myself that I can get them back if I want to. So now I'm bored and I'm walking away. Okay, so let's see. And sorry for, you know, being harsh or whatever, but I'm just going to tell the honest truth of what the cards are saying. Okay, so what is the actual situation? What is going on here? Let me actually just turn this deck around 1 second. What's the actual situation? We have cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced and distorted. So I feel like your feelings for this person is actually clouding your judgment. And look at the bottom of the deck, clarity, truth, intentions, and honesty. Can't make this stuff up. Clarity is definitely needed here, because I feel like you guys are kind of finally waking up to what this person is about. And like, even though your feelings are very much like still with them and wanting like some sort of connection with them, you're also realizing that like that could just be an illusion, like that this person is completely like unbalanced, their intentions aren't good. Like you might have thought that they were a good person, or that they like, and it's not to like shame anyone or whatever and be like, oh, they're a terrible person, but it just could be that they're acting from a very unhealed place. They are just not acting from their highest good at all here. So let's clarify that. Yeah, so we have the Five of Wands. There's a lot of conflict between the two of you, issues. You know, it could be that that you guys are disagreeing on everything, or there's competition between the two of you. Maybe you guys work together and there's competition with that, or you guys are just competing with each other with who's gotten to the highest level. Sorry, Virgo. So like, who's gotten to the highest level, like who's got a better career, who's got more money, who's got a better car, like who's got the better status in some way. Okay, and then let's get some, what are we going to ask today? So what are their actions towards you, their next actions? Time, waiting, cycles, and moments. So they're not going to do anything just right now, but they are like fantasizing about you. They daydreaming, or like imagining what would happen if they did come back, but they don't feel like they can come back right now. They feel like time needs to pass first before they can, but they are thinking about you, and they definitely think about what would happen if you guys reconnected. So let's get a clarifier. We've got two there. So we have Chariot and we have the Knight of Cups. So they like, that's exactly the same energy. So the Chariot is about like moving on in some way. So they could like want to move on, but they could also just want to have like a successful relationship with you. But in order to do that, there definitely needs to be some sort of apology. They need to like get to a place where they're going to make some sort of romantic offer in some way, but they can't do that right now. They're basically analyzing about what's going to happen next. If they come towards you, they know that they need to be honest with you. They need to come and give you some sort of clarity as well. Okay, so then let's see, what is the outcome of this connection? Okay, it fell down. 1 second. We have boundaries. No, drawing the line, and enough. I feel like the purpose of this connection was to teach you that you need to basically draw the line and say no. Because also we have conflicts and clashing differences, incompatibility at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like there is a purpose for this connection, but it's not they are a soulmate, because, you know, soulmates in your life, they teach you different lessons and that type of thing. Could even be a twin flame. But their purpose of coming into your life was to teach you how to say no, and how to basically put your foot down and say, that's enough. I cannot do this anymore. You're treating me really badly, and I'm not going to stand for it. Okay, so let's get a clarifier. 4 of Swords. Yeah, definitely. So you guys, I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's basically the 4 of Swords is like taking a break. It's pulling back. It's healing. It's taking some time out to yourself, and basically speaking your truth and saying, like, enough's enough. Like, I'm done. This is cutting the cord here. So let's get some messages from your person. So what would Virgo's person say to them? We have, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. They could also have needed to learn some things here as well. What else? We have, we both know I'm not the one for you. Yeah, that's very clear that they are definitely not the one for you. Okay, what else? We got another 2. My life is not as together as it seems, and I hide behind material things, which is probably why that chopped wood is there. They're very focused on like their daily tasks or work or something like that. Okay, so let's get some advice for you, Virgo, when it comes to this connection. Okay, so what is the advice? 3 of Swords. Focus on healing your pain at the moment. Look, 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This person is not for you. Like, they're not the one. I promise you, they're not the one. You need to free yourself from this connection. You need to work on your pain, what this person has caused you, and then figure out how can you transmute this pain into something that is going to help you down the line to build those foundations, going like to with the new relationship. Yeah, focus on yourself, focus on your own success, get support from people if you need it. Look, 4 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is about healing. This is about you actually leveling up in some way, and getting the support that you need. And then let's get one more. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's just the divine is getting involved here with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. This is saying that this is not the right person, and when the time is right, once you've healed yourself and you've leveled up in some way, that is when your person is going to come in. That's when your soulmate, possibly your life partner, is going to come in, and that's going to be the right person. But this person now, this is a karmic. This isn't your one. So I do feel like maybe you guys are confusing, that maybe you feel like this is because karmic soulmates are also still soulmates, right? They just are here to teach you something rather than be here in some way. So I hope that resonated, Virgo. I know it's not the best reading, but I hope it did resonate, and if it did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys again next week. Take care.